Welcome to the Opinionated Aussies.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Opinionated Aussies. After last week, we're gonna dial things up, down, I don't know what we're fucking doing. I'm joined again by Jordan.
Hey guys.
And today we've got a lot to unpack. We've got a lot to discuss because there's many things that go hand in hand. We can't use separate episodes to cover them. We're gonna put them all in one. So let's kick things off. No fucking around. Faith. And that's a very broad term. What do you think of? First thing that comes to your mind when it comes to faith? And I'm pretty sure you're going to say religion.
Yeah, hit the nail right on the head. It doesn't always have to be religion,
but
obviously. But when you think of faith, my first inkling when someone believes in faith is young Sheldon. His mum.
Yeah.
His mum, she's so in love with fucking Jesus. I want Jesus as babies. No.
Well, she's not Mary Madeline, she's just Mary Cooper.
Yes. But that's my first thing when I think of faith. But it doesn't always have to be religion.
And the worst part about that is you're not wrong, because pretty much I'm going to go with 99.9% of our human race will hear the word faith, any language, and go, religion.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Like, God? Interesting. It's a shame I'm an atheist. Well, that's not the point. There's many other ways to look at faith, though, as I know you're about to get into.
Yeah, well, that's right. It's not just believing in your God, because, let's face it, a lot of religions believe in their own version of quote-unquote God. Some think of the tall white man with the white beard that lives up in heaven and whatever. Or if you follow supernatural, God's left us to die and he don't give a fuck.
And then he comes back to kill us.
Yes, but, it doesn't matter to a degree what you believe in, as long as, in my mind, as long as you believe in something, as long as you have faith in something, whether it's your faith in your own abilities to change a tyre on a car, do your own oil change, whether it's your faith in a esports tournament to win that tournament, whether it's Dota 2 or Call of Duty or fucking whatever other games they play, I don't know. But it's to have
faith.
Yes, in my mind, your belief system. That goes down to your core values, and that's what makes up who you are as a person.
There's other ways faith works too. Like, I can give you a popular saying that you hear from someone as they're talking to you about something, and you're bringing up concerns, and they just stop you and go, have faith in me.
Yeah.
Like, faith is, in many ways, it's kind of a part of everything in a way, and not in the religious way. If you're a religious, yes, faith is in everything. But having faith in someone to basically trust them.
Yeah.
Have faith in me, trust me. It's the same thing.
Don't doubt my ability to do this, yeah.
Like, I could say right now, I have faith that tonight I will be editing the podcast. Because I know I will. You trust me to.
Yeah.
That's another way of looking at faith. And this will be touched on later, but there's also, you have faith in, let's say, your partner to not cheat on you or go behind your back.
Yeah.
And that whole thing, like, again, have faith in your favourite sports team, have faith in this game development company, have faith in the studio.
Yeah.
Like, you have a lot of faith in pretty much anything. It's just that how you view faith is what's going to dictate what you first think of.
Yeah.
Aside from the initial religion.
Yeah, well, that's right. Everyone that I've come across, when you say, what does faith mean to you? It's always a higher being. Which, don't get me wrong, being, I think it's agnostic. I think that's how you pronounce the word. It's not necessarily believing in a God. I don't believe there is a God. I believe, to some extent, there is a higher being. When you want to touch on religions and stuff, to me, I do find that interesting, but I don't believe that Jesus died for our sins, or we celebrate Christmas for the birth of Jesus Christ. I find that hard to believe because I don't believe there's any factual evidence to support that. Now, I'm not going to knock someone that does. I used to work with a Jehovah's Witness back when I was living in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Great guy. Very, very new, pretty like Ned Flanders, knew the Bible back to front, forwards to, and, you know, whenever I would shit stir him, especially on a Friday, because I used to love doing it on a Friday, I would shit stir him and go, what did you read, you know, what Bible verse did you read at church last night? And he'd be Matthew 3:16. Now, fucks me what that Bible verse is. I don't even fucking know. But shit like that, he's got his own faith, which is in his belief system. He believes that, you know, God's come down and, you know, done all this shit, and God does whatever God does. Now, I don't fucking believe that's true. You know, in my mind, if God was real, why would we have wars and famine and plagues and cancers and all these negative impacts that kill off the world population? You know, why do the good people die young? You know, rest in peace, Andrew Simons. You know, taken today, for instance, 46 years old, so young, fantastic fucking person, fantastic cricketer, fantastic media personality, fucking lovely bloke. Why do people like that get taken so young? Why does SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, why is that around? You know, why do women have miscarriages for reasons that someone in the medical field can't, what's the word I'm looking for, can't diagnose, you know?
Yeah.
Shit like that. Why does all this happen if there is a God?
Yeah.
And that's my biggest...
You don't believe in an individual God or Jesus. You believe in a greater power that dictates how things happen, how things work, and how things affect us.
Well, to a degree, I just find that interesting. Because, you know, if you're down and out on your last 2 cents in your bank account and you're starving, it's 2 days before payday, I personally, you don't pray to God, but you pray to someone, please make something happen. I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. It's not like you say it out loud. You think it and just, you know, you show your vulnerability in that split moment and you're just like, fuck, please, someone, something, somewhere, just have mercy on me for a minute and let just me live, sort of thing.
Yeah, I won't lie. I know you've been in that situation. I have been in that situation. I've probably been in it more recently than you have. I think. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's not a dick pulling contest, but
I'm not. I was trying to find the words to go with next, and my brain just went, no, bye-bye. And there's many other things with that as well. Like, I've prayed to something, because I'm in the same boat as you with this one. Like, I don't believe in a God. Same reason as you. Why has he let all this horrible stuff happen? And you said Andrew Simmons. I thought Warney for a second.
Yeah.
Like, why is all this? And then you brought up the miscarriage one. I'm going to bring that up again later in the next part of this topic as a story. You're going to fucking hate it, by the way, because I haven't told you it yet.
Yeah.
But I'll get back to the thing. And I've prayed for other things besides, just let me get out of this rut. I've prayed for, give me some good luck for once. Like, that's not getting out of a rut, but when you go through a period of bad luck that doesn't fuck you up, but it's just nothing's going right and it could spiral down to it, you just start going, just give me some good luck so I don't end up going for that phase again.
Yeah, just, a tyre blows on your car and then... you fucking needs a service.
Like recently, I spent a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money. I spent money, got myself all these new tyres. All 5 of them are replaced. Then the battery died. I remember sitting there going, "Are you fucking serious?" Ended up spending over $1,000 on my car in 1 week, and I'm like, I pray I don't get a third bad thing to happen and I have to fork out more money because my bank account's now looking at me like, oh, please, sir, can I have something left in here?
Yeah.
It's like, just let me just catch a break, like a quick break, just for the rest of the week, please. Yeah. And lo and behold, it works. So whatever I'm praying to is probably the devil or something. Because I don't believe in a god, but I believe there's a little fucker down there that's going, poke you up the butt with the pitchfork. You thought now. But I believe that there's something out there that heard me and it's like, okay, you can chill for a bit. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
As soon as that happens, like when you do something like that and something actually good happens, you sit there going, oh.
Yeah, you just sit there and just like,
thank
you. Yeah.
Yeah, not thank you, thank fuck. Because especially if it's like a really bad one. Mine wasn't bad, admittedly. It's a first world problem, hallelujah.
Yeah.
But when you're homeless, you're living week to week,
yeah.
You're living out your car, and then something really good happens, like, I don't know, you get a different job that pays better so you can get a place.
Yeah.
You don't sit there going, thank you. You'd sit there going, oh, thank fucking Christ, I could actually eat.
Yeah.
Holy, I got a roof, I can get out of the weather, my car is not my house. Like, there's different levels to that.
Yeah.
And, in other terms of faith as well, like, instead of, like, praying for something, like, getting out of bad luck, there's things that you pray that you just want to happen that, not in the sense of you've had a bad week or anything, you just want something good. You sit there going, something really, really good that you've been wanting to achieve for a long time. So every so often you can catch yourself going, can all my hard work pay off?
Yeah, you know, you work, I don't know, stereotypical American that fucking has a 9 to 5 working in an office and, you know, works his fucking ass off to get that promotion or whatever.
And he just sits there like, oh, please, I work so hard, give this to me.
Yeah, well, that's right.
And then...
But...
Yeah.
That also, to me, when it comes to work in that sort of sense, you can't pray for something that hard work can do. If you know what I mean. Like, you can't... If you want something, you fucking work your ass off to get that something. If you know, for me, I want a new car. I want to fucking save my fucking damnedest to either buy that car outright or put a fucking good chunk of a deposit down so that way I'm not stuck paying $400 a week.
Yeah.
For instance, you know, board price. I don't fucking know, but just so I don't have to break the bank to get it.
Yeah.
And that's where, for me, if you want something, a house, a car, a luxurious item, something that's not, to, you know, an essential life item to live, if you want something, then you go out and get it.
Yeah, I mean, another good example that
that is having faith in yourself and faith in your abilities to do that. It's not praying for someone or for something to happen to you given out of luck.
No.
You're using your fucking blood, sweat and tears to earn that.
Yeah, I mean, a really good example of that is the computer that we're currently using right now. This was my payout from a 7-year job.
Yeah.
Like, that was 7 years of blood, sweat, tears, and pain. Lots of pain. And I've got my payout for it, and I pretty much dumped my entire payout pretty much on this computer, this whole setup. Admittedly now, the thing that I need to fix the most from it is the chair, because the chair's fucked, but otherwise...
That's just because you're a fat cunt. But anyway.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that. So... But there's not really much we can say on faith, though, is there? Like, we've pretty much already covered.
Yeah, well, you know, faith to me is what you believe in.
Yeah.
It's to me, it's a core, fundamental. I don't want a thing, for lack of better words. You know, it's something that you believe in, whether it's the faith in your abilities to drive that car in the rain. It's, you know, your faith to fucking make dinner, you know, make a good dinner, trying to impress someone of the opposite sex. You know, you're like, oh fuck yeah, you know, for me being a male, you know, she's coming over, I'm gonna fucking cook this lovely fucking dinner and I'm not gonna fuck it up. You know what I mean? So that's where it can be the small things. But also, you know, like in your instance, it's like dude, I've just spent fucking $1,000 on my car. I needed to, but I didn't really need to. Just fucking cut me some slack.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I guess with that, we can use segue now to something that ties into faith. Soulmates, which is something that we were discussing right beforehand. And I didn't say much on it for a reason, because, there's a lot to unpack here, a lot more than just faith.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll start with you again. Do you believe in soulmates? Yes or no? And if you have to give an explanation, go for gold.
Oh, look, I don't know. That's the thing. It's really hard to tell. We both know, soulmates isn't, it's not always your person or your wife, your husband, whatever. It's not always someone of the opposite sex. Your soulmate could quite possibly just be your fucking best friend.
Mm.
It could just be something like that. Or it could be your wife or your husband or whatever. But for me, I don't know because I haven't experienced it. You know what I mean? I can't put a pen to paper and say I have a soulmate because I don't know.
So
there's no factual evidence.
Yeah. So with that, there's two things I'll add to that. The first one is correction. Is soulmate doesn't necessarily mean there's one person for you. For all you know, you could be right. You could already have that best friend of yours. It's not going to be your partner, but that's kind of like another one of your soulmates that you have already discovered. It's like, I found one, and he does exist, but you're not going to know. How could you know? Because, let's be real, all soulmates really can be is compatibility. You bounce off each other, you lift each other up, you make sure you don't go down, stuff like that. And the second thing with that one is, we were talking about it outside. I think you brought it up. The old wives' tale that we're all born with two hearts that are separated at birth, and the other person that has your heart is what's going to complete you, hence the soulmate. There's, obviously that's a wives' tale. There is no factual evidence to that one, because, let's be real, if you were born with two hearts, you probably would have to get one taken out. Or you're a mutant, like the X-Men would be bringing you. I don't know.
I just thought Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when you said mutant, but anyway.
I was thinking of...
I wasn't thinking like X-Men, but yeah. No, I can see that, but for me, when you think of what is the first feeling or the first words that you think of when someone says soulmate?
For me?
Yes.
First words to come to mind, completion. I feel complete. And that's not in every sense of the word. I'm going to be very real. Because no one's going to make you feel complete 100%. There's always going to be something you don't feel complete about. Because everyone in their life's going to always grow and better themselves. But this one person will make you think, yes, perfect.
Yeah, well, that's right.
And I have thought that myself. I'll say it like that. I do believe in soulmates.
Yeah.
Not completely, but I believe in them enough to go, I've got one out there somewhere. Well,
that's faith too, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. We intertwined it. Hey! I believe that I have experienced it, but this is the Bixby. Fucking... That's like the third time.
They're listening to you after that fucking... After the aliens last week. Jesus.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah. So this is the really sucky thing. Everyone will tell you this. There is always a chance that there's only one soulmate for you, and you've met them at the wrong time. That's the one I've heard of.
I've heard of that too, and I did used to believe that with someone that you know who I can reference, but I'm not going to say any names.
Recent?
Yes.
Yep. Go on.
We always thought right person, wrong time.
She turned out to be wrong person all round, but...
Well, in your own words, but for me, especially with a soulmate, and we'll touch on it later, but someone that comes into your life, they're either a blessing or a lesson. And I've said that before, and I'll say it till the fucking cows come home. Anyone you cross paths in your life, whether they're a friend or a loved one, a family member, or, you know, a partner, sexual partner, or fucking whoever, they're either a blessing in your life or they're a lesson. Some people are blessings, some are lessons.
And in this case, yours just turned out to be a really long lesson.
Well, you say that what you will, but I'm not going to...
You're not going to talk negatively about it?
No. I've got no ill feelings essentially towards that person, not really to fucking anyone.
But let's be real for a second. You did learn a few things, though.
Oh, fucking oath. I got out of that situationship. I got out of that of what I didn't want in a partner.
Yeah.
So...
You've learnt basically what you really are looking for.
Yeah, well, that's right. And then, you know, if you were to say to me, Jordan, when someone says to you, soulmate, what do you think? And my first word is love. Doesn't have to be in a romantic setting, but it's love. It's love for your pet. It's love for your cat, your dog, your fucking fish. You know, it's love for your best friend. It's love for your partner. It's love for your family.
It's love for your parents, your kids, all of them.
Well, that's right, but it doesn't always necessarily have to be like that. If you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I get what you mean.
You don't always have to love them. I've personally cut family off.
Yeah.
To me, you know, if I feel like you're toxic to me in my life, in my environment, I don't give a fuck who you are. I will cut you off. I don't give a fuck whether you're fucking the Prince of Sudan or you're my fucking father. I will cut you off. I do not care.
Yeah.
So...
and I know exactly who you're talking about, and yeah.
Yeah, so shit like that. With love, I believe there's soulmates. Doesn't necessarily always have to be one, but I do think if you're going back to the old wives' tale of two people cut in half, there's definitely, it's got to be a romantic lovers.
Alright, so
someone that, like you said, completes you, but looks at you in a way that you don't look at yourself.
yeah.
You know, you can look in the mirror and see 101 fucking flaws. That person looks at you and they see fucking none. You know what I mean? And that's where I guess the term "don't look at me with love in your eyes" comes from. Is because you look at yourself and we're our own worst critics. We know that.
Oh yeah.
You know, I look at myself in the mirror and go, I'm such a fucking fat cunt. You know, I've got a little fucking dad bod happen, a little podgy belly from, you know, too many nights binge drinking, but it's beside the point.
And then you get to the worst part where you're sitting there going, man, I have a tiny dick.
Well, that too. It's like my belly's getting bigger now, I can't see him. Fuck.
That's a bit of a problem. You don't have that bigger belly. See, I've got a way bigger belly than you, and I can tell you right now, I can look down, I can still see him.
Yeah, I can't. But anyway.
Oh, God. Yeah, I hope you don't see my dick.
Micro penis.
Anyway, so with soulmates, I'm kind of in the same opinion as you.
I think it's just someone that doesn't see you how you see you.
Yeah, because, well, no one's going to see you how you see you. No one ever will. If you find someone that sees you the exact way you see yourself, that's going to be an issue.
That's dangerous.
That's a dangerous place. That's probably going to be a toxic person.
Yeah.
If you find someone that thinks about you the exact same way you think about yourself, they are thinking the exact same negative things that you already do about yourself, with you being your own worst critic. And you don't need that. You've already got them going through your head. You don't need someone else to do that for you.
Yeah.
You need someone that's going to prop you up. So if you find someone, you look at them soulmate, and then they start bringing up your traits that you're not proud of, that might be a bit of a danger zone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it really depends, because I said traits. That's very broad. But, your own critiques of yourself. So that leads me to this one. Back to what I was saying earlier. I am of the opinion that I have met my soulmate once. I have felt a certain way with one person. So I don't believe there's one right soulmate for you. I believe there are multiple. I've met one, got all fucked up at the end because it was literally the wrong time for anything. I was going through a transitional phase from growing up to being an adult. They hadn't yet. That's the worst part. So when it ended, from there on it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And now I'm back on the hunt because that's the only person I've ever been with that has made me feel the way I think a soulmate would make you feel.
Yeah, comfortable and yeah.
And there will be people that will tell you, yeah, there are multiple people for soulmates, but then there's others that go, you only get one, and once you found that one and you lose them, that's it. So, I mean, the perfect example brought up out there, a family friend of ours she settled, didn't find a soulmate, got abused, left that relationship, found another person, and believed he was her soulmate. Then he tragically passed away, and she has been single ever since. Because she believes she will never find that someone like him again. He was her soulmate.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking rough thing to think about.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. But that also leads me to the point, if you're a low, I don't know, socioeconomic sort of fucking live in the hood type of fucking person, and you struggle to make ends meet, and you live week to week or paycheck to paycheck or whatever, and your soulmate for whatever reason is in fucking Europe, she's in France, right?
You're never gonna meet
her. So what do? Do you just stay single all your life, or do you settle for someone that you look at in the morning and go, you'll do?
That's a bit of a harsh way to put it, but yes.
Well, I'm not one to sugarcoat things, as you know. I'll fucking...
Yeah, I mean, if you sugarcoated anything for me, I'd get fatter, so let's be real.
Exactly.
And...
So, that's how I think. If you think of the good things, but you also got to think of the shit scenarios as well. Because as much as good things that there is out there, which I fucking love, I'm all for positivity and, fucking love and peace and shit.
Yeah, let's be grounded in reality for a minute. Yeah. There's equally negative.
Yeah, that's right. There's always yin and yang. There's always a bit of good and bad and a bit of bad and good. So you got to think of it on the other side of the coin. If you're believing soulmates 110%, you believe that he or she or they or them is out there, and you never fucking see them, or you'll never get the chance to meet them, because they could be over the other side of the fucking globe, or if you're a flat earther, on the other side of the earth. But we won't go there. You got to stop and think. So what am I going to do? Am I going to try and make it my life's mission to meet this person, or am I just going to have to settle with someone and procreate and keep my family name going?
I mean, yeah, in the non-sugar-coated way, fuck yeah. I mean, what else? Like, you're going to live the rest of your life single? Like, there are some people that will do that, and that's...
And they can be happy, that's fine.
That's in their own right to. It is a choice, and it is their choice to make. Personally, I'm someone that, I love relationships. I've said it before on this podcast, and I'll say it again. Even if it's not my soulmate, if I have strong enough feelings for them, and I want to be a part of their life that much, and the only way it can be is romantically, or if it was an option, I'll take it. So, yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, if I never end up being a soulmate, ever, then that's shit.
Yeah, well, that's right, but it also, neither of us have children either, so it could be you experience a whole new type of love. Your soulmate could be your fucking children.
That's very true.
We've never sort of experienced that. Closest thing I've got is nieces and nephews, which I'm fucking close which I'm proud to say I'm fucking close with all my nieces and nephews.
I can say an example of that. Like, my own parents are the best example. They didn't know they'd stay together for as long as they have. They didn't even know if they really loved each other. But then they held me for the first time, and apparently that was when Mum said, "Yeah, I love you."
Yeah.
To my dad.
Yeah.
And he said it back. And that's another thing with the soulmate thing. My dad, we discussed that there. If my dad lost my mother, he's done.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He will never... And that's not just because he's awkward with the other gender. Like, he has stated, and it's been stated, he sucks at talking to women. But he also would... If he loses Mum, that's it, he's done. Mum, kind of a little different belief. She would probably never love someone else like she loved my dad if he was to pass away. But she would need someone to feel companionship with.
Yeah, well, that's
Which,
right.
again, that's the sucky part of it.
Well, it
that's
goes back to our last episode last week with we're in a pack. You know, us as humans, we've got this pack mentality. You want to be around people. And, yeah, it's all well and good to be around your kids, but you want to have that special someone, not just to share intimate moments with, but someone that's just not your kids or, you know, not your mates.
Someone that can hold you up the way a partner can hold you up.
Yeah, or you know, if you're being a little bit frantic or fucking stressing over a situation, someone that can ground you and, you know,
Keep you calm. And
yeah, think logically and go, okay, let's not get too rational about this. Just fucking do these steps and you should be right.
So, with that, I teased it to you before. So I read this story.
Yeah.
This girl believed 100% she had found her soulmate. Right? She loved him to death. So the first red flag she should have gotten, he didn't. Right? But he stayed with her because, yeah, right? He didn't want to get married at all. She wanted, so he asked her to marry him. She said yes. They were engaged. They had a kid together, and then she got pregnant a second time. So this was the one in this story that made me go, what the fuck? She ended up miscarriage. She had a miscarriage with the second child. She could have died. She could have died in this, right?
Yeah.
He prioritized work over her and did not go home to take her to the hospital. Once she got to the hospital, he did not come and see her till it was all over.
Oh, wow.
And apparently, his words to her was, I don't care. And that was the moment where she realized that she had been thinking wrong the whole time and she no longer believes in soulmates. So, that begs the question, if you believe in soulmates, should the other person?
Well, if you're asking me this question, no.
Yeah.
If you did, what you believe in is what you believe in, and that's it. Your belief shouldn't be pushed upon anyone else.
No, you shouldn't be pissed out. You shouldn't piss your opinions everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's it. Your belief system and your opinion shouldn't be pushed onto anyone else, no matter what the fuck it is. Donald Trump's a good president, Donald Trump's a bad president. I keep going back to Trump because he's very divisive. Is that a word? Yeah, anyway. He divides a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I'll go back to that as a, you know, you're either left-leaning or you're right-leaning on politics. It's whatever. But just because you believe in something, that doesn't necessarily mean that someone else has to believe in the same thing.
Look at some of the people that voted for Trump. They voted for Trump because he, aside from him being, you know, batshit crazy and some of the shit he would talk about, he did promise to do a lot of good for America. And to be fair to him, he did hold up some of his promises.
I didn't even follow it. But
I know. I did because I've got American conservatives and liberals on Facebook. I watch both parties because it's a shit show and it's fucking hilarious.
Us in Australia sipping our 4X going
I mean, I like American politics more than our own politics. because it's so much funnier.
Yeah.
Because, oh my god, some of them are just so stupid. I mean, ours aren't so fucking smart either, I'm going to be real, but
No.
mine frustrate me because it affects me. Americans don't.
Yeah.
But the reason that some people voted Trump in is because, they believed in him.
Yeah.
Whereas some people only voted for him because he was outrageous.
Mm.
And they just wanted to see what the fuck would happen.
Yeah.
Like, they literally made it a meme, and then that meme didn't become a meme, it became a reality. He became the president for 4 years. And some of them were like, oh god, what have I done? But I've already voted, so I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just shit like that. And that's the same thing with soulmates. I mean, back to that story, like, let's say that something life-threatening happened to you and you were in a relationship and your partner chose to not come take you to the hospital because you literally couldn't. You had to wait for the ambulance. She didn't come see you in the hospital during the recovery phase, and then she finally came and saw you when everything was fucking over.
She wouldn't be my partner for long, that's for sure.
Oh, fucking over. According to this story, she dumped the dude about a couple months later because it's rough when you've got a kid. You can't just... Because, she was still recovering. She couldn't go back to work. She kind of needed security. So she chose to stick it out.
I can understand that. I don't have experience with childbirth. I'm not a female. I may look like one, but I'm not a female. But in my mind, if something like that happens to me, that's a straw that's breaking the camel's back.
Fucking oath.
That is, I'm packing my shit and I'm going to my parents, or I'm fucking out of here. If you're not going to get out of the fucking house, I am. I just birthed a newborn kid. You're the fucking dad. You fuck off. Get the fuck out of my life. If you want to be part of the kid's life, then fucking fantastic. We'll sort that out later.
But for right now, you're not part of mine.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that kudos to her. So that was a while back now when this story happened. Apparently now she is, like I said, she doesn't believe in soulmates. She's raising her child alone, and she's on the look for love again. But she has stated very clearly she doesn't believe in soulmates, because the one time she believed she found him, did he fuck it.
Yeah. So she thought she got a fucking white knight, but she got an idiot wrapped in tinfoil.
I wouldn't even say that.
Well,
I mean, when you hear that story, you and I probably think the same thing. Why are you such a piece of shit, dude?
yeah.
Like, why stay with someone if you don't love them? Literally force her away if you don't love them. Don't fucking stick to it just because you're getting laid. Which apparently was the reason he stuck around.
Don't even force them out, because then that fucks over her. You know what I mean? If any fucking relationship, if you're not happy, fucking leave.
Fucking oath.
It doesn't matter who you are or what you've done or what they've done. If you're not happy in a fucking relationship, leave.
That's always the case.
I know it's a lot easier said than done. I understand that. I know there's a big fucking grey area there, when you start talking domestic abuse and stuff like that, which I'm not going to touch on
today.
Not today, but, there's always going to be help and support for whatever the fuck you need, whether it's male, female, they, them, whatever. But talking from a non-physical altercation or physical abuse type of relationship, if you're not happy in a relationship, just fucking leave. Simple as that.
And that brings me to another question about soulmates, because, this is going to be a bit of a touchy subject, this one. So, you believe in soulmates, and you believe you've found them. The catch: they're not your kid, they are just a kid. They are a literal child, but you believe you have found your loved one for life. What the fuck do you do then? And please, God, don't touch that child. So, what the fuck do you do then?
That is very fucking sick and twisted.
I know.
You're fucked in the head. I love it.
I know, but but that's the thing, because I've been reading a lot of stories lately of, I hate using the term, grooming. Because these older people think they found someone they can love for life, but it's a fucking child. I don't know why it came across me. I was reading a story before about it, and I was like, are you kidding? Like, are you fucking kidding? Gross cunt. So, I mean, this was someone that was using their teaching role in the worst way. Because it was a student of theirs. And that got me thinking, because we're talking about soulmates. It's like, so if you believe in soulmates, and then you believe you found them, but they're so much younger than you, like you're...
Do you really think you found them, though?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
From your experience with people of the opposite sex, in that, not that situation, but from what the love that you've experienced, if that was to come from someone under the age of 18, would you still consider that love?
I'd probably, if that was the case, I'd probably consider the fact that soulmates aren't real, and I'd be like, nope, I'm done. I'm gone. Get out of that belief. Lose faith immediately. But let's keep in mind, I'm someone who, as well as you, because you're the same, believes that the younger generation should not be touched in that way.
Oh, fuck no.
So when someone actually goes through with it...
Oh, they sorry for being graphic, but their cock should be cut off, or their fucking vagina filled with cement, or whatever.
You could just simplify and say they need to be taken out back and shot.
They should be chemically castrated.
Yeah, 100%.
Both of them. If it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male, if you touch a younger person that is, you know, whatever, I'm talking, you know, like if you're a teacher and you're touching a 15-year-old, you should be fucking shot.
Exactly.
You should be taken out to back in the desert, no food, no water, no fucking shelter, have barbed wire wrapped around your fucking throat,
and try to walk back to civilization.
Yep,
100%.
You deserve the worst of the worst.
Yep. And that's the worst part about this conversation.
Now, with that, what if, hypothetically, you're 18 and they're 17?
That's a grey area. So, obviously they're 17 going on to 18.
Yes.
So, with it being...
Because how many younger people do we know that are 17, turning 18, or 18, whatever...
and they've met someone in the same age bracket
that is 1 year younger than them?
That's way more acceptable. 17 and 18, right? So the legal age for sex in Australia, I believe, is still 16. Is that correct? With consent.
Yes and no. Females can consent at 16, males at 18.
Right. So the only way that that's wrong legally is if the dude was 17 and the chick was 18.
Yes, but I still think that for everything to be legal and above board, she can only give consent at 16. I think both parties need to be 18 for it to be legal.
Yeah, so, but that's the thing I'm getting at. There's only 1 year gap. If they're willing to wait it out, obviously, they can be in a relationship. They can start working on their foundations of their relationship. Legally, sex is a no-no. No pinky going in that fucking hole.
Yeah.
Right? No parking your car in her garage.
Yeah.
And that's it. As soon as you're both 18, go for gold. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, they would be giving a fuck to each other, but that's yeah. That was a very shitty joke.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes. you should be hung out the back for that joke. But anyway.
I'm already hung.
Soulmates, you know, hypothetically, a 17... You fucking wish it. The only thing you're fucking hung, cunt, is your fucking titties are hung down past your belly.
That took you so long to fucking react. It's like, I'm over here in Brisbane and you're over there in Perth, like, hold on.
I didn't realise. I was in my train of thought. Then you're like, oh yeah, I'm hung up. What?
No, you didn't even do that. You kept going, and then you went, no. Wait.
What?
Yeah. So sorry to cut worth it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, 1 year difference. In my eyes, not too bad. 17 and an 18-year-old. If you fucking believe your high school sweethearts and fucking soulmates, then go for gold. You know, if you're fucking 25 and she's 17, you're a fucking pedophile.
Yeah, don't touch them. And if you do, wee woo, FBI, open up!
Yep.
And
So-
that should be it.
Speaking of the younger generation,
Yeah.
what is your opinion on social media nowadays with the younger generation's relationships?
Fucked it.
Can you
Do you want me to elaborate?
pinpoint a certain generation or a certain year where technology has taken over the younger generation?
We were in high school.
Yes, we were in high school. You sat next to Jesus in the second grade.
So, social media, like the invention of Facebook, Snapchat, all this, we all know that it takes a while for stuff to take off. Like, we all started using Facebook to literally connect with our friends, share photos of treasured memories, but then we started using stuff like Facebook to meet new people. That started as early for us when we were in grade 11, 12 maybe?
Yeah.
And keep in mind, we graduated 10 years ago, so we're looking at 11, 12 years now.
Yeah.
I believe that was when. Because let's be real, 11, 12 years ago, Facebook wasn't big. Nowhere near as big as it is.
No, we had Bebo and MySpace before
Yeah,
that.
and Snapchat,
And MSN.
I believe Snapchat just came out when we finished high school, or just as we were finishing.
I think it was just after, I think.
But yeah, the introduction of Snapchat literally did not help anyone. And then we got the dating apps. The dating apps like Tinder and
Bumble
and
8th of July 2011. So we were in grade 12.
we were.
But I don't think any one of us ever used Snapchat in grade 12. I think it was all after school, after we graduated.
I downloaded it after it got released, but that's because someone I knew had it. So I downloaded it. I don't think I ever fucking used it till after high school.
Yeah, no, I don't remember using it fucking until I was like 18.
I used the camera a lot. I took photos and put them on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's as far as it got, because
Yeah.
that was our Snapchat. Oh, fuck, I feel old saying that. And, but yeah, so social media we'll go with the introduction of Snapchat. We'll go from there. Because that's basically when it started. Social media has not helped relationships. It has helped people meet. Doesn't mean it's helped relationships. In a way, I feel it has completely and utterly destroyed it. Because, I think you said it earlier, males are bad for it. We are awful.
Oh, yeah, like what before that, I was referring to when we were talking to your mum outside was, yes, back in her days, you didn't post your problems on Facebook, right? And let's just say we did in our early days. Like, yeah, we fucking post all our problems on Facebook.
Oh, fuck. Why do you...
Yeah,
I made a new account for a fucking reason.
Yes, but, you wouldn't... If a girl done that, she would have hundreds of guys jumping in the comments, jumping into her inbox or her DMs now, going, hey, you alright, to shoulder to cry becomes a dick to ride on type of mentality.
Yeah, like...
That's where all that started, and it's just... In my mind, it's gotten worse and worse. Where I think you'll find now some of the best relationships... Yeah, people use social media. Fucking scroll on Facebook, go on Snapchat, whatever. But you don't... If you are going to fucking use it, you don't use it in a malicious or a negative way to your relationship.
Yeah, like if you're someone that always posts your problems to social media,
a lot of people get over it really quickly,
but if you are in a relationship and you have a problem with a relationship and you have no problem posting that to Facebook, that's dangerous. That's a red flag.
Yeah, well, for me that would be a red flag. But some people will post and do post their whole relationships on Facebook.
And it's like, here, this is literally like a live stream of our relationship for you, all of you to see and witness. It's like, keep that shit private. And that's where...
Yeah, I do believe there is a time for private, conversations. Don't whinge about your partner on Facebook.
I fucking hope.
You know what I mean?
If you whinge about your partner on Facebook, you shouldn't be together.
Yeah, well, that's right. I
'Cause-
100% agree with that. But yeah, that's sort of what I mean. Like, there is your private stuff, and then there's your happy stuff. But what I think the younger generation nowadays are seeing is only the happiness that gets put on to Instagram and, you know, Facebook, wherever. They're only seeing the best of the best coming out in people.
Yep.
They're not seeing the good, bad, and the ugly, you know, of the relationship.
Because let's be real, every relationship has it.
Oh, fuck it. Every relationship will go through ups and downs.
Even ones that never end, like ones that last until someone dies, sadly. They all go through the ups and downs.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with social media, like you said, you don't put your downs up. You only put your ups. So the younger generation sees it and they're like, that's how a relationship should be. It should be easygoing. It should be all happy, lovey-dovey, yada yada.
Well, to a degree, that's 100% correct. Yeah, we've had a conversation before about it. When you get into a relationship, I'm not in one currently, but when you're talking to someone, it should just feel natural. Conversation should just flow. You know, you don't need to try initiate conversation. You shouldn't need to try initiate intimacy. It should just happen naturally.
And yep,
that's what I think a lot of the younger generation
don't fucking understand.
That's right. They just want this picture perfect Instagram lifestyle without looking at the ugly. Once someone says something that they don't like, it's, oh, fuck you, I don't want you, I'll move to the next person. There's a lot of, from what I, see and hear from younger people talking to them and stuff, everyone just bounces around and, if two people can stay together for more than 6 months, they're doing fucking well if they're, if they're younger than us.
Oh, hell yeah.
But even not just high school, because high school is a big mind fuck of hormones and stress and shit. But even like younger fucking 20s to 23-year-olds now, how many people get into a relationship thinking this is the best thing since sliced bread? They decide this fucking the best idea is to breed, have a child, have an argument, and she tells him to fuck off or he fucks off, and she's left being a single mum. Like, yes, there's 1.5 million different situations. I get that, but that's what it all boils down to: is they're not committed enough to each other because they have this different perception in their mind of what this relationship is going to look like, and it doesn't look like that.
No. And the worst part is social media will never show you what a real relationship will look like. Like, there'll be people that will post it saying, oh, so this is how a relationship should be.
And I have seen posts like that.
And the worst part is, though, while a lot of people will agree with it, you'll notice that they're all people that are around our age or look so much older than us.
Yeah.
You will never see a teenager or early 20s person comment. Which is the sad part of this whole thing, is that while social media has fucked it, and we can't deny that, and people are trying to bring awareness to how a real relationship works, the younger generation won't see it. Because they're not, to be blunt, they're not mature enough to have the right people in their friend group or the right pages that they follow that will post that shit.
And if they are mature enough, the maturity at a young age, and
then the social media has never affected them.
That's right. You could be 20 years old with the maturity of someone that's 25. But if you're a male, say for instance, you're a 20-year-old male that's fucking been through some shit and you've matured early and you know what life's about. No 25-year-old female is going to look at you and go, you're 20, I want to date you, because all they see is a little baby in a diaper. They don't see you for who you are. And
what makes that worse is that any girl around 20, in the same age bracket obviously as this male that you're referencing, they're not good enough for him because he's looking for someone mature.
That's right. He wants someone with a bit of life experience, not this ditzy fucking... let's go do fucking ketamine and fucking drink every weekend. He's like, no, fuck that. I'm all about getting this bread and building my fucking empire.
Yeah, well,
Which I personally think every young person should be doing is don't worry about trying to find the fucking love of your life, because they will come. And it will come naturally. Focus on building yourself, building your own fucking empire. By that I don't mean fucking an army of little fucking crotch goblins. I mean
perfect. Just what I've always wanted. My own little fucking army of crotch goblins.
fuck yeah.
Little pointy-eared, green-skinned little bastards. Oh wait, you meant kids. Yeah, they'll do.
Yeah, focus on building yourself first and foremost, and the rest will come.
Yeah, and like you said, when it comes to being in relationships, I guess the soulmate thing can kind of apply here for this one as well. If you are building yourself up, you're working on yourself, the right person will just come along. You might not even know it.
Yeah, well, that's right.
And if you're someone who believes in soulmates and she just ticks every box, hallelujah, you've met your soulmate.
Yeah, 100%.
And
But
that's...
But then, I guess, with the younger generation with social media, I know it's really hard to control because they all want to fit in with the trend and, you know, oh, my friend's got TikTok, can I have TikTok? Like, you don't really need to worry about this. Like, I've got, you know, my nieces and nephews and stuff, and I sort of see it firsthand where she wants to fit in with trend. Like, my niece, love it a bit. Absolutely fucking love her a bit. But she's bought these glasses. They're like not like sunnies, but instead of being a tinted shade, they're like your reading glasses and just clear. She doesn't need fucking glasses, but she's wearing them because it's the trend. She's wearing glasses, like literally 24/7, just because it's a trend. And it's shit like that. I'm like, look, glasses actually suit you. If you need glasses, at least you know they will suit you. But why the fuck are you wearing... Like, I took them off her today and I put them on. I'm like, see, they make you look this fucking ridiculous. She goes, you're embarrassing me, you're old. I'm just like, excuse you?
So, now...
It's you know, I fucking love it a bit, but it's trends like that.
I don't want to say it out loud, but that pisses me off when people... As someone who needs glasses, I choose not to wear them a lot because I only need glasses for one eye. I believe I've discussed it on the podcast before.
Oh, no.
I don't know. But I only need glasses for one eye. My other eye is almost perfect. So wearing glasses and not wearing glasses, doesn't matter what, gives me a fucking headache.
Well, I'm the exact same. When I'm forced to wear safety glasses at work, I can't fucking stand it. As soon as I turn it back, my safety glasses come fucking off. I can't. They give me the biggest fucking headache. And, like, you know, no harm, no foul. I get it. You know, she's young. She's following her trend. Good on her. Yeah,
but the thing is, so...
My point is, when the young people are following a trend, right? You know, there's that sort of shit. And I hate to say it because, you know, I'm a fucking guy. But a lot of these younger guys, they don't actually understand the implications of sending a random dick pic to someone.
Oh, I knew we were going to get to that.
That's where I was going with younger people and trends.
So, I believe we also discussed this out there. The best example... right, to know certain things. A girl gets sent a dick pic. She didn't ask for it. We all know they don't ask for it. We all know you don't want it. Well, sorry. We know, like me and Jordan right here, we can say for ourselves, we know you don't ask for it. So, when you get it...
If you're a younger guy and you're listening to this,
stop.
Just stop and think. Am I going to send this dick pic to someone? If your answer is yes, don't.
And if you do, probably delete them off your contacts.
You block them on fucking Snapchat.
Yep.
Just, if you're a younger person and you think, oh, this girl likes me, She's into me. She hasn't asked for a dick pic. I'm going to send her one anyway. Just don't.
And that leads to the next one. If a guy gets sent boob or vagina pic, guaranteeing you they are seeing each other. He asked for them. They are dating maybe, or maybe just being fuck buddies or something. And that's the difference. Because girls don't send that shit. I have never met a girl who has randomly sent me a picture of her in all her glory.
Yeah, see, I have. I just you know, years ago, you add fucking that many randoms on Snapchat, you know, you get fucking 1,000 views, whatever.
And it just happens.
Yeah, they sometimes girls would do that to, not speaking for everyone, honestly, it's just my interactions with some females, but they will send that to you, and it's not of them in all their glory, it's a provocative photo where, you know, hand bra or something in the mirror where you can't quite see everything. They do that so the guys feed off that and go, oh, you're so fucking beautiful, oh, marry me now, oh, I want to rail you so hard. They get off on that ego trip.
Yeah.
So, yeah, some people do it.
So, no, I'm specifically talking about naked. Like, fully exposed. No girl sends that unless she's confident and comfortable to.
And she's probably been asked.
Yes. Whereas, with that hand one, that's an ego trip. And let's be real, we all have those. You're allowed to have ego trips. It's okay to make yourself feel good. Personally, me, if you do that to me, I'm not going to be impressed, because, like, why are you trying to get an ego trip off me? And I didn't ask for that. But if you're going to send me something, remove your fucking hand, please.
Oh.
Give me something for the wank.
You would be fucking happy if someone sent you a selfie cunt.
Very true. But my point stands. Like, obviously, we're not like old guys.
And I do have to preface this: do not take provocative photos and send them to someone if you're under the age of 18 years old.
Please.
Do not do it. It's considered child porn, and you will be fucked by a big bubba in it being your cellmate when you're in prison.
Trust me, it's not fun.
He knows from experience.
Wait, hold on. No, don't psych. Anyway, it's my God, like unwrapping that, like I don't know, hard for me to find the words right now, because I've got something I wanted to say, but the words I'm thinking of right now, they're just not good. I guess I'll just not sugarcoat it.
Just fucking say it.
If you are someone that's sending pictures of yourself to anyone, no matter who you are, and they did not ask for it, whether you're male or female, I will include the females in this one, fucking stop, because technically that's classed as sexual harassment, and all it takes is one trip to the station. And if you're the one that sent it, and they've gone to the station, oh, you're fucked. So think about it. Like that stupid kid in that meme said, actions have consequences. I'm not going to say it like him because it'll destroy my throat. And your actions have consequences. So, like, this is so not the topic of today. I just realised we've got so fucking far off topic. We're now telling people to stop sexually harassing people and sending their dicks.
Well, look.
It needs to be said.
It keeps fucking happening. The younger male generation...
Bixby just fucking went off again!
Oh, fuck me.
I didn't understand that.
Oh, no! We're definitely being fucking trapped.
Well, I am. You're not. Your phone's not going off. It's just fucking me.
If you're of the younger generation, I'm talking as this stands in 2022, if you're the younger generation and you're 15 to 18 years old, do not send photo of you willy to anyone. Even if they ask for it, do not send a fucking photo of yourself to anyone.
Nope.
Because it's... I don't know if it started from our generation or fucking generation after us, but somewhere in the line, men fucked up. And they just kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and now it's just all kinds of fucked up.
I was going to add to that as a really poor in taste joke, where men fucked up. It was way before our generation. It's where they gave them rights.
Gave men rights?
No, women.
Oh, fuck off. You're a fuckhead.
I know that. I don't actually believe... viewers, please believe me when I say I don't believe that. I did say it was poor in taste.
The fuck that was.
But I
Holy
believe,
shit.
but with yours, my opinion on that one, haha, did the thing, the show. My opinion on that, it was our generation. I'm not saying us. Well, I'm going to specifically say it's not me because I know what you've done. I have seen some of the photos you've had in your gallery over the years. You can't fucking tell me you haven't done it. You've sent it to someone who's asked for it, though.
Yeah, I haven't sent it to
But
someone.
it was our generation that started it. So, to the younger generations, do as we say, not as we do. Stop doing what we did.
Yeah, because what we did really fucked you guys up.
And it's continuing to fuck you up. And if you're still doing it nowadays and you are our generation, so you are our age, you need to stop.
You need to just delete the app. You just throw your phone in a river. Just.
Or if you really want to get the message across of what you're trying to do, sending dick pics to random people, make it your Tinder profile and see how far that gets you.
Yeah.
That won't get you fucking far. That's pretty much what they should do, though. If you're going to send random dick pics to people you don't fucking know, make it your Tinder profile.
Yeah.
Because technically you're still sending it, but the girls exactly know. They know from the get-go.
Add me on Snap and all I'll do is send you dick pics.
Yep.
Call yourself Willy Pete.
Well, at least it's better than a Willy Worm. And, yeah, from the topic about faith all the way to stop sending dick pics, I think we've done great today.
You know what? I love faith.
You know what I have faith in, Jordan? You know what I have faith in? I have faith that some male's going to send a random dick pic tonight.
Oh. That makes me lose faith in males.
And we are males.
Look, the best pickup line that I ever read from fucking Tinder, right?
Oh, no.
It was, her name was Faith. He goes, in Mike Tyson voice, let me drag my balls across your face. Oh
no.
That's why I love Faith.
Oh, of course you do.
Just like I like candy.
No. Don't do it.
Okay. Just like you like men.
I mean, I deserve that after that really bad joke I did.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Yeah.
It could be random bombs and fucking vagines and you'll get hit with a cock.
Yeah. Fucking oath. But that's more my bad luck than anything else, thank you very fucking much.
Right.
But then again, I also couldn't organise a route in a whorehouse with a handful of 50s, so...
That was also in very poor taste.
You know what else is in
I
very...
fucking laughed at that part. I mean, it's not fucking...
There wasn't
You're not wrong. But that was just in poor taste.
Yeah. I was going to say, you know what else is in poor taste? And then I was going to go with...
Your taste in women?
Yeah, you know what? That one...
That one was in poor taste.
That one was not in poor taste. I mean, that one was just correct and it hurt. But I will say, at least with confidence, yours wasn't that great for a very fucking long time either. So kudos.
What are you referring to?
All of them.
Oh, God.
Every single one. Well, not every single one. Maybe one or two were okay.
Yeah, thanks, cunt. I got a lot of faith in you, too.
As long as it's not over my face, I don't give a shit.
Just like Toy Story said, you've got a friend in me.
Please get your hand off me.
You've got a me in you.
No, I do not. I do not. No, none of you in me. And with
With that being said, we're off to do some kinky bun sex.
No, we are fucking not. Jesus. No, actually, he ain't gonna save me. Satan!
He's gonna make you want it.
If it's eternal punishment, you know what? I guess that's... Can't do anything about it then, but you know what? Whatever. So yeah, wrap it up. I guess brief summary of what we've covered. Faith is what you just believe in. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's religion or whatnot. We kind of believe in soulmates. I guess you could just to summarize that whole soulmate section.
If you were to say it had to be a yes or no answer, Yes.
Yes, pretty much. Without the nitty-gritty 100 paragraph detail.
Yeah.
Yes. And social media's impact on relationships. Maybe stop referring to social media if you're trying to compare it to your relationship.
Social media's not your therapist.
And it's definitely not going to help you find a girl either. It could, but let's be real, don't rely.
There's a lot of girls listening to this. Sorry, we
As a gender.
Yeah, we're not like referring to you guys a lot. It's we can't see it from your point of view.
No.
So we're only sort of seeing it from a male's point of view. If you've got any questions or any critiques, I guess,
or any clarification even from if it's a
from
female that wants to put forward their own experience, then go for gold. We're always happy to hear it.
Yeah,
and
send us a message.
and you know for a fact if you were to DM the Opinionated Aussies Instagram, go give that a like and a follow, by the way. You know for a fact that you won't get a dick pic from that page. We have an image to maintain.
Not a good one. Have you seen us? But we'll leave that joke aside.
It wasn't even a joke. That was just fact.
Oh, come on. You're a handsome something.
I'm a handsome donkey.
Yeah, that's right. You're a fucking ass.
Yep. He got it. And I guess the final part to summarize up, because it wasn't even part of the topic. I think we just went on that tangent because it just needed to be said.
Yeah.
Dudes, stop.
Whatever you think about doing,
Don't. And you want some really good advice from us? I have one really good bit of advice for anyone in relationships. This is coming from someone who's not in one, but take it with a grain of salt. Doesn't matter what anyone tells you. And yes, I have gotten this from a TV show. No matter how long you think foreplay is, triple it.
Yes.
Always. Even if you think it's a fucking hour, fucking triple it. She'll love you for it. With that, I think that's us done for the day.
I think it is too. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.
Thanks for listening as well, if you're on Spotify and whatnot. As usual, our social media links are down below. I don't know why I keep pointing down when I say that. I just realised because...
Yeah, I said watching, not listening, but anyway.
Yeah, and I keep pointing down as well, like, look, the camera's on. My camera's not even plugged in.
Just a couple of random fucking units.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm a unit and a half because I'm carrying another half a unit on me.
Yeah, you fat cunt.
Fuck
If
this.
there's any suggestions that you want us to cover, any topics, just give us a DM on the Opinionated Aussies, and if we like it enough, we'll give you a shout out.
Because this one wasn't even one that we've ever planned. This is just one that we got the idea for.
Yeah, just off the cuff.
And you know what? I think it worked fucking brilliantly. Probably the most unorganised episode we've ever fucking had in our lives.
But definitely one of the funnest.
Oh, fucking oath.
One.
Yeah. And, yeah, with that, that's been the Opinionated Aussies. Thanks again. We'll catch you in next week's episode.
See ya.
Have a good one.